Finals. Today we have RAR versus NyRq playing on the map Castles 1v1. The disabled classes are Farmer and Swapper. I am your host, Blank Scott, and I'm joined here today by...
Snowvilliers, yeah!
NBC.
And Abby.
More energy, guys. This is the finals. This is what we've been...
We didn't know what order we were going to introduce
Yeah, I know,
ourselves.
but more energy. Because we have two very, very strong teams. NyRq are the former champions of last year, I believe, no?
They are.
Yeah,
Kind
Under a
of.
different name.
Kind
Yeah.
of, yeah. So they're defending their titles today. And the challenges will be Raw. Hopefully, we'll get a really good match from both teams. And are we all ready? I think we're all set.
My Minecraft is lagging, but my Discord is fine right now.
Alright, so I'll start a timer for 30 seconds. And then that will, here we go. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Good luck.
May the best clan win. Now, with the banned class Farmer, this is actually going to change the game in a way that you wouldn't really expect. Because now, I believe there are no oak leaves on Castles 1v1.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and so that means that that no team will have any gapples, no apples, no anything. So it will have to come down to pots. It would have to come down to unique strategies that we have to see from both sides of the team. NyRq is rifting now. TP's going up, I believe, and now they're in the middle of mid now.
Are you recording?
I am. Don't worry.
I think Lang lagged
My
out.
Wi-Fi is absolutely dead.
Oh, good. No problem.
I'm like trying to get back in right now, and it's not going great.
No worries. I got
That sucks.
But
Sorry.
yes,
There's not much of a fight for mid blocks.
Yeah, NyRq seem to have mid completely under control. Diamond block
And
is
Raw
not
seems to be attacking NyRq's base.
Yep, NyRq is grabbing the diamond block. So now what would be the strategy you guys think for the farmer being disabled? So what would you have to rely on? Maybe Alchemist with the open nexus?
Alchemist. And probably just P2.
P2?
You get the obsidian and P2.
Yeah, and Raw has... I'm not sure if they were planning to go for a TP here, but I don't see a TP. Osance getting killed as Ninja. That's rather interesting. I really do wonder what both...
They're setting up a sky base in
Yeah.
Stroopy is.
Yeah, I really am curious. Raw is rifting. Raw rifted to the sky base. Got their TP up. Now they bringing out Slowness Bard. But they do need the launch pad if they're going to launch everyone into the enemy base safely. Do you think that this could be down to assassin rushes this game?
Yes.
Yeah, this because the Nexus area is a very, very open area. Oh, and the TP has already been taken down somehow. The scout from, I think it was RawrV2, using the scout abilities to just get up to their sky base just to take down the TP, even though that they may die.
Nicely done.
But Raw really committing to the sky TP here.
Dying.
No, Lang. That's okay. But now, how is NyRq going to respond? Because I have a feeling that they had something else planned. And look at this. They have a gold... Oh.
And they have a sky base of their own, actually.
NyRq have a sky base too?
Yes, if you teleport to me.
Yes, they do. Wow, both... Was the, maybe that's their both teams' Grandmaster plan. Maybe they are thinking of having a Assassin Rush.
Well, certainly the threat. Oh, they've got two. They've got one set up on each corner.
Wow. I'm not sure. This is not gonna... I feel like this is gonna be a very leather-heavy game. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of gearing involved. I don't think there's going to be a lot of opportunity.
Anyone in the iron mines at the moment?
I
don't think...
The only iron on NyRq almost died with 2 hearts left. Changing class probably to defender class. Oh! 2 hearts again. Ellen Joe is defender, getting that permanent regen boost. The only iron that I see, unless Raw also have some people gearing. Oh yeah. Q112 full iron. Wuso full iron. But the theme here is both teams are actually not gearing. This is going to be a really, really interesting match. Just how will you win a game without any gear if it's not assassin rushing? It's got to be assassin rushing. As soon as it hits phase 2, I can imagine the Nexuses will be getting knocked down.
I don't really think there's any way you can build a defense on this map, so assassin rushing is really
too many open doors.
only legitimate strategy.
Too many open doors here. You got one coming from upstairs, you got one coming from downstairs. There's 4 entrances. Hard to cover all of them.
There's lots of lever rushing right now. I'm not even seeing any alchemy work.
Can you change, Abby? If you can.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no one's really using the enchantment tables.
No.
This is going to be a very different style game.
Especially for the grand final.
For the final, this is going to be a case of
peak annihilation.
Yeah. you cannot play the game in the traditional way that you usually play in public games or in other clan wars. This map is just built differently, and both teams actually decided to go for the farmer ban just to make sure that they can plan around in case they can't get apples. But I think it will come down with a combination of assassin rushing. I as the invisibility and the ability of Assassin allows you to sneak into the Nexus through many ways, but also alchemists have improved potions, speed 3, strength 3, extended region 2, to be able to run around the Nexuses without taking too many hits, being cramped in a corner. We have 5Han here sitting in Blue's Nexus just waiting with only a wooden pick, no gold pick, but definitely Raw will likely be the first damage dealers in this tournament. But never mind, Ellen Joe just gets the kill. This is really exciting as we start counting down to phase 2. The first damage being dealt to the Nexuses in the final for 2024. Lots of stone swords being made on Raw's perspective. Not a lot of economical stuff like gold, I don't think. Bunkers have not been set up.
Gold.
And we have Sniper from Raw. Now phase 2. Nexuses are now vulnerable to damage. And the fights in the Nexuses have begun. NyRq gets the first hits with wood pick, chipping away. But Raw defends.
I think we're going to see a lot more of that in the coming moments.
Yeah, I think there will be a lot more action of that. NyRq, I saw, had 2 defenders, 2 people who are defender class, just to cover at least both sides of the exit. Or the entrance, rather. Because it's very easy to be able to sneak in and get the damage done. NyRq successfully defending, but Raw keeps coming in. The first damage being dealt by Raw on NyRq as the defender falls, but only 1 has been dealt. Meanwhile,
the levers are pouring into each base.
Yes, Raw's base actually seems rather unoccupied. Not a lot of pressure from NyRq, even though that they do have their TP still up. Really
Quite a ways back.
interesting.
How do you think? You're not gonna get all the way into the team base from back there, or the Nexus.
And I see Raw building a bunch of gold picks. I believe we will see that assassin strategy come into play here. And now what would be really good to see is, I think, one of the teams assassin rush all together, or at least as a big group, so they're able to maximize the amount of damage that they will deal, because there's only so many people that can defend in this Nexus. Raw dropping the gold pick to NyRq. Engineers being thrown around, I believe, to break into the Nexuses.
Just to destroy what little they have set up for their little
bunker,
camps.
yeah.
Yeah.
NyRq does not have a lot in their bunker. They're really relying on what they have in their inventories. And from what I'm seeing, there's not going to be a lot of potions being made either. They're going to rely on purely the defender class and the region that comes from that. And while the rest of the team just tries to get some damage.
Okay, you know, see, Q112 is using Blue's Nexus right now. Oh, gold mine.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean,
That's-
at least someone's using
So
a
yeah,
gold mine,
someone's
even though
using the
it's...
gold mine in this game. I don't think Raw has. Oh, Raw's gold mine is completely griefed.
Yes. So, you know, if you're, say, instead of wasting time fixing your own gold mine, why not just use the enemies?
Exactly. Raw's gearing up more. They have 2 iron defenders, I believe, now. But again, oh, first invis coming in as assassin. 500 defending. And that surely comes from the TP that NyRq have set up all the way back that hasn't been dealt with. I think both teams will have a lot of trouble trying to bring down the TP of the other team because of just the amount of pressure that's arriving at their bases. Who sense damage on blue. As assassin, both teams, it's about who can deal the most amount of damage. As assassin, who can defend the nexuses the best. You can see a lot of the defender classes, a lot of players are going defender, a lot of players going engineer and assassin. Lumberjack 2 is really a good play here to be able to just remove the armor of the other team. I'd never seen actually a Lumberjack used in a tournament, I believe, right? From my memory, I haven't seen a Lumberjack being used, but maybe here it's going to make such an impact because there's not a lot of gear going around for both teams. Cloudful trying to sneak into Raw's bunker, and Raw is aware. They're trying to find the players. Getting spotted by Future Lemon. The digging contest is going wild. Future Lemon gets 1, but Cloudful's still alive. What a maze that we have here. Delay block coming into effect here from Raw. NyRq still within the area. But Raw's done a great job just keeping the alert with the delay blocks to notify that there is people sneaking in, because let's just have a look at what we have here. I can't open that one. But Raw has been getting a bit of gold. They do actually have a potion of swiftness. And now the question is, how will the teams prepare for mid? Will they go mid at all? Oh, that was so close.
Tearing up that leather armor.
Tearing up the iron armor too. They're mainly focusing for the people who do have gear. Removing the durability really quickly. But what would the plan be to go for mid? Especially with this much pressure within the base, do you think it's a case of Dasher, or do you think it will be a case of having a TP secretly somewhere? Because I don't think the bunkers are safe in this game.
I don't know.
So let's see what they do. I mean, the 2 strongest clans for this tournament, how will they respond? One of the irons have dropped. They're gonna reclaim it. RawrV2 did die. Less than 2 minutes to go until phase 3, but it's very, very unlikely we're going to see a phase 3 rush. Rather, we're going to see more assassin. Well, I think more assassin. There's not really a lot of people aiming for the Nexus. They're just focusing on destroying whatever they can find in the enemy bases. But remember, the Nexus is what we're focusing for. It's a lot of fighting going on. But for what effect? Demon Princess throws out NyRq's enchanting table. So NyRq lost their mobile enchanting table. Inverso, Stroopy does Immobilizer, keeping the defender like unable to do anything, while Inverso mines. That's also a really good strategy. We used to call it back in the day sticky strat, where someone would go Immobilizer and the other person would go Handyman or whichever other class they may want to go, just to deal with the one defender. And Stroopy has been the Immobilizer. Stroopy is Immobilizer still, and there is still one defender. This will become a problem later if NyRq don't commit at least one more person to defend. And meanwhile, while all that's happening, Raw is in complete control of mid. 3 full irons.
Not only are they in control of mid, they're also starting up their potion brewing back in their bunker.
Really pressuring
good
for
to finally see.
NyRq. Again, seeing that sticky strat come into effect here. NyRq really need another defender if they're going to be able to hold the Nexus from these attempts.
Yeah. NyRq's really stuck in their team base at the moment. They need to get into mid or start something at the moment.
Yes, I do wonder what they are doing, because about half of Raw's team is in mid, actually. Now they're figuring out what they're going to do next. NyRq do have gold. They are mining gold again. But the question is how they're going to approach it, because as we speak, Raw is gearing up diamonds, which will become a problem if NyRq don't do anything about it. And remember, this is for the title of being champions. Russo, full diamond now. And we'll be able to give relatively comfortably. Rudaham approaching mid now just by themselves. Now understanding that Raw has had mid control for probably quite some time now. But the question is how they're going to take it back, because they do have Bard up. They do, I believe, have Regen Bard. They have a TP, easy get out, and mid is way too tall. You have to build up to it. Once you're in it, you're essentially very comfortable. I did not play castles a lot. I didn't like the way that it was set up, but with this map, it just tests both teams to see, in this kind of environment, who will prevail, which team actually has the strategy, which team actually has the skill, the knowledge. of these maps and what to do with it. Right now, Raw's economy really doing well. NyRq do have gold smelting, but I don't see any potions. I don't see. I'm not sure what they are doing collectively as a group. I wonder if they're still gearing.
It appears that all the TPs in each base have been taken out. So I don't
Wow.
think there's going to be any
Yeah.
Nexus rushing anytime soon.
Apart
That was
from
it.
Roar was
yes,
Roar was in mid and they got some obsidian and all the glowstone. So they might be going for that obsidian strategy that Lang was talking about.
for blocking off the Nexus area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think.
when you rush, you block off the next area, and if the other team doesn't have diamonds, they like can't get in, and then you just have one guy with a knockback sword.
Wow.
Yeah.
The ultimate strategy, even I didn't know about that. Again, I don't play castles enough to understand. I never really enjoyed castles. I think what really didn't appeal to me was just the structure of it. There's a lot of just stone and like not a lot of life to the map.
Yeah. And it's all stone. There's no variation.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think this is a pretty old map, and the
It
building
is.
style back then was so
Yes.
different.
Yes, I think this was like one of the first maps, no? It was Coastal and Dora Canyon. It had Skylands. Skylands was also one of the first maps back then. Castles was as well, but I don't think Castles was played too much from what I remember. Coastal, of course, being the favorite as it is. Everyone knows Coastal. I believe was the very first map, but I'm not sure. Would have to ask Laser Tester for that one, because I definitely wasn't there when it. Yeah. TP's going up for NyRq. Oh, it vanished. So I can't. There we go. NyRq having the Sky TP still being used. Probably will go for the Nexus hits, but 5 Huns full diamond defending. Marami is diamond enchanting. Sun-chan is also full diamond. Not a lot of opportunity for NyRq unless something happens here. 2 assassins,
One.
2 transporters.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Nicely done.
Every bit counts. But
Yeah.
nothing changes the fact that Raw is slowly getting ready to be able to rush the other team in full force. And we are going back in. 1 at a time this time. 3 defenders from Raw. Keeping them at bay. It's going to be very difficult to be able to sneak hits in. Russo still in mid, along with a couple of other teammates, Q112, and still with the TP available for Raw. Easy access to diamonds. And what's going to be the strategy for NyRq? What can they do at this stage?
They're gonna want poison potions. They're gonna want those. Really, any debuff potion they can get their hand on, they're really gonna need.
Yeah, they will really need it, and it will be much more effective in this game because no gapples to save you.
Yeah. So without the gapples, you're going to just if someone has regen 2 and gets poison 2, they're not going to gain or like neither is going to. They can't clear out. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's your best bet is hitting as many people as possible with poison.
Yeah, that essentially cancels out the regen effect. The only thing that you would get is the regeneration that you would get from saturation, from having a full hunger bar.
Yeah.
So
And there's
very,
no
very high
famine.
stakes.
Yeah. No farmer means no famine, which means no making it harder to regen.
Yes. And Raw have already brewed their poison 2 potions. I believe one has been taken out. Not sure who may have it. But Raw has got their defense at least like ready, even though that they probably don't need to at the moment.
Someone in
Yeah,
mid
all
got poisoned.
NYQ has at the moment is an unenchanted iron for defense. That's it.
And NyRq do have poison too, lots of gold picks as well.
NyRq is pushing mid.
Rift
Oh wait,
happening.
no, that's not
NyRq.
NYRQ.
NyRq is rifting somewhere. I'm not sure where. Is it gonna be? No way. It's gonna be a rush. Ah, it's a mid fight. Raw. Do they even know that they're gonna be attacked here? Here we go. Poison too, Wusso. But
They
Wusso
poisoned
also
each other.
Yeah, Wusso also poisoned. Really interesting.
I really
on both
wish I
sides.
could see health right now.
You can.
I can't.
Wusso is half a heart digging all the way down to bedrock, making sure that no one can steal anything. Holding the Fortune 3 pickaxe. Not a lot of diamonds on Wusso, but still the fast pick and the Fortune 3. Very important. And NYQ actually have mid now. Raw's TP now down and NYRQ actually have the diamonds. And you can see
They have been able to make a late comeback in previous tournaments.
that's very true. After all their former champions, they are finalists. They can do many things that other clans may not be able to do. And Russo being poisoned had his team TP him out, so he's safe now. Now, thinking from Raw's perspective, how would you rush an enemy nexus knowing that you won't have gaps at all?
I think it's going to be a strength in numbers.
Flood.
Having multiple different people attack different.
Yeah, you might
Just
cut off a bit there.
flood in. Just yeah, and it does look like almost every single Raw member is full diamond. So I do think that is what they're going to be working towards. But another key factor here is making sure that your armor is good enough to be able to bear the hits that come in, because you're not going to have that extra help that comes with the gap, absorption, resistance, and the region 3. Now it's all down to how they're going to execute it, and it takes a really coordinated team to be able to execute full rush without needing gaps at all. Assassin coming in, Yomogi. Gets a couple hits. Doing that little chip damage, that's all that the NYRQ can do to keep Raw occupied while their team grabs diamonds. It's very good to keep Raw distracted. How would you try to delay Raw from being able to be prepared from rushing here. You could go into their bunker and try to remove their pots.
Yeah, you gotta get into their bunker, get any of their TPs, get their potions, their gold. That's the only way you're stopping Rar. And what you really need to do in the background is instead of having your diamond miner with diamond armor, you need to leave them iron and get those diamond sets back to base.
Yeah. But Raw have got that safety of the delay blocks that NYQ did try to sneak in earlier, but the delay blocks alerted them of their presence, so it won't be so easy to be able to get into the bunker for Raw. The only other way I could think is trying to avoid them, but the way the base is made, the way castles is made, is just not for voiding at all.
If you could get a launch pad on top of one of the towers, you could scorp them up and skirt void them.
That's an interesting
Raw could be
strategy.
preparing a rift right now
Who?
to Inverso. They could be preparing a rift to Inverso right now.
There are.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Better to hit sooner before NyRq can get strength in numbers. Another thing too I just saw is aggressive poison in Raw's base. Stroopy with the rift. How are they going to execute it?
NyRq is going to need a lot more than an unenchanted transporter for defense.
Yeah, because Raw's coming soon and Raw's gonna hit hard.
And fast.
And fast too.
Oh wait, no, Inverso is the one with the low ping, and he's the one running, so he doesn't have the pickaxe. That's interesting.
But who
It's
does
Wuso.
have low ping is Wuso, exactly. If you
Wuso's ping is high right now.
And here we go. Raw, full force. Defender doesn't even have the poison to be able to reduce it. Sunshine. Here we go. Big. Oh! I thought Sunshine was poisoned there for a second. Sunshine is knocking NyRq down to dangerous Nexus levels right now. And you can see all of the members here are not at full health as you would be with the gap. Sunshine drinking the region, hoping to recover, about to be within life draining range. No one is life draining. That's insane.
No
1.5 hearts. Sunshine could have been eliminated. Inverso covering the retreat, as well as other Raw members. Now, question is, what does NyRq do now? Because Raw, I think, are able to just hit again, because only Inverso died and he was leather. NyRq need to figure out something fast. They do have a couple of diamond sets in the bunker, which they will need to use. Otherwise, it will be
Looks
too
like
late.
a lot of players on NyRq are switching to Assassin right now.
61 hits to overcome Raw with a full diamond team. No one's at mid, so no more diamonds are being created or gathered. And Raw all running back manually. There no rift, no TP. All 4 of them that did rush are running back to their base. But the thing with hitting first is now NyRq have to figure out a strategy to be able to remove 61 hits of Raw's Nexus as well as keeping them from getting just 21. So that's going to be a lot more of a threat now for NYRQ. They really need to be careful with the decisions that they make here now. Because one serious mistake will now cost them the tournament, the championship, and the title that they've been defending.
And Inverso is returning back to NYRQ's base, getting ready for that second rift.
And Raw, this is really interesting. So Strupia actually has a milk bucket in case, I believe, of the poison 2, right?
Yeah.
It's really, really smart. And the milk bucket is available in the weapons shop, if I'm not mistaken here. So really
It
using
is.
every feature that they can to their advantage here. And here we go, round two of Raw rifting pre-splash.
Rifting to look first.
And here we go. Is this going to be the tournament? Or will NYRQ somehow hold here? Wuso now mining. Everyone is mining. Everyone's chipping in here. Sanchan. Poison's being thrown. Missed. But I think that is going to be it. 2 hits. And GG.
Oh, congratulations, Raw.
Congrats to RawrV for being the
done,
2024 Annie Tournament winners.
A long journey for both teams, but only one can prevail, and Raw have done it. The champions. Taking down Firewind, but what a journey for the Annie tournament that we've had. 16 teams, 4 groups, down to this final match on castles between 2 of the strongest teams in the tournament, and having a unique game where traditionally, like, you can't play traditionally, and figuring out how to use the features of Annihilation to bring your team the victory, and that's what Raw have done in this game. Congratulations once again to Raw for being such a strong team, and yeah, thank you all for playing, thank you all for watching, and yeah, congratulations once again to Raw for their victory. What a journey. And we will be able to, we will have, of course, another tournament next year, 2025. Make sure to grab your clan members, practice, learn from the best clans that have been in this tournament, and join in on the fun. Come join Shotbow. And yeah, thank you Lane, thank you AMBC, Polo. I know he's not here, he's in a different channel, but thank you to all you guys personally for having the tournament made, for organizing the tournament, and yeah, it's a lot of exciting games, and yeah. You guys have anything else to add here? Your thoughts on the game?
I don't have anything.
No, don't have it.
It's finally over. It's finally over.
And yeah, wow. All right then. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and as always, we'll see you all next time. See you.
Yay.